Alright, welcome to ET, European Trucking Simulator. Okay, let's go back to this view. It is a game that I play every now and then. It's not a game that I take super duper serious, if that makes sense. It is a game that I kind of just play when, you know, just type of relaxation. I have put a couple of episodes in the past. This is a game, how would I describe it? This is probably one of my very first saved games that I saved after purchasing this European Trucking Simulator. I've got truckloads of money in there, unrealistic of course. It's I think I got like $3 billion, something ridiculous like that. It is the game that I kind of just, like I said, it was the purpose was just to try it out, see if I could sort of just buy whatever truck I want, type of thing. So I do have a save game where it's realistic, so where I haven't added the cash or anything like that. Let's see the average. I got 100 kilometers an hour, but you only get 80 kilometers an hour. So as you go 70 kilometers on the, you automatically get that 70 kilometers an hour. What's the button? No, that's not the button. That's not the button either. I forget what the button is to take that off the screen, but anyway. I'm not super duper good at this game. You know, it's keyboard and mouse trying to keep this truck going straight. Yeah, not really. I've completely forgot what the cruise control button is, so can't even at least put it on cruise control, so I don't have to sit with my finger on the W all the way through. But anyway, started in Germany, I believe. I started this particular drive, and I'm going to Romania. I'm in Galați. I got a humongous amount of speeding tickets so far, probably about 2 or 3, 400, and a couple of 200, a couple of what was the fine? I think it was a fine that resisting the desire to sleep or something silly like that. So yeah, something like that anyway. Am I gonna do a let's play on this? Don't know, to be really honest. If I were to take this game serious and play it seriously, I'm probably going to buy a steering. But it's about $500 or $600 for a steering wheel. I honestly don't know if it's worth the money. The steering wheel, that is. The game is nice. I've got the American trucking simulator as well, so it's not a bad game. I like the game in itself. I wish I was better at driving it, but anyway, it's that's nor here nor there. You can't help that. It is what it is. Okay, anything? Don't bash into things. I did have one accident. Volvo, top of the range, blah blah blah, the whole works. So we're going back to Budapest, but I don't want to go to Budapest. We're kind of just going through Budapest. I don't know if I've been on this exact road through Budapest years ago, but I have been through Budapest. I have been through Hungary. It is a nice place, a bit run down here and there, but then a lot of them places in that part of the world, they are a little bit run down here and there, so you will get the old with the new, and you get the ugly old with the, you know, the beautiful old, and Yeah, I think you get the idea. Whatever the city is discovered, we want to go for a little bit of a, for example, where would I buy a garage? You can get jobs here, so that's not a problem. I can sleep. Okay, we can discover something if we go. The only one that stops on green, right? Goes on red. So if I go this way, whoa, I'm looking at the map, not looking at the driving. If I go this way, there's something here to discover, but there is. Oh, don't. Hey, I did not. Oh, I did not hit it. Oh yeah, I did. Got another fine. Wait, slow down. Where you going? Put the handbrake on. And he's not gonna let me go easy. That little car. Mayhem in Budapest. Come on, buddy, get a move on. Come on, trucky, don't let me down. Let this car go. It will go on red this way. And he's gonna hit me. And I get... Now that's good. So he hits me and I get the speeding ticket. How does that work? Okay, I was going on red, but we're not going to talk about that. Come on, buddy, ready it. Nice. Oh, can't even see the car underneath there. Anyway, we're just gonna go this way. I'm gonna stick to an outside view. Here's the garage. Oh, there you are. We can come. We're not gonna jump in front of this guy. What he's gonna do is gonna smash into us and then blame us. Might as well buy this garage. Don't know why, but don't do nothing with them. But that's not the point, right? Yes, buy it. Why not? So you get a bit of a, there's my truck type of scenario, get a bit of a blah blah blah, bit of a look at the truck, at the thing, we can upgrade it, I can understand, and so on and so on. Okay, so we did this. Now let's reverse out here. Come on, buddy, don't come on, like, you know, damage, trailer damage. Okay, you couldn't wait for me to go. Oh, we're gonna smash into things. You can see how wonderfully talented I am driving. Come on, turn. Don't turn. Come on, it's green. Turn. Now, you can see why I play a lot of this game. Now, I'm not going to edit that out. I could have edited that out. So on and so on. But I'm not going to. That's I am a right issue this game, considering that I haven't played it for. That's some nice buildings here. I don't remember when the last time I played it, to be honest. Oh, you can get Renault trucks. I could always just have to drive in there to discover. Renault trucks discovered. Don't have to drive in there, so who knows? We may end up. Okay, let's not do that again. There's a tow trucks, 2 of them. Come on. Don't smash into me and blame me. So at slow speeds, it's very, very hard to drive. At high speeds, it's a little bit better. I wouldn't say I'm a lot better, but it's a little bit better. So let's go and discover whatever else we're going to discover over here. 2 people just sitting there. Come on. Make it through. Don't smash into things. Okay. So we bought a garage, completely made a fool of ourselves in the middle of Budapest. Budapest, I believe they say it. Volvo, which is supposed to be all about safety. You have discovered recruitment agent. You can hire drivers who will work for you. I wish I could get out. I honestly wish that you could get out of this truck and just go for a walk. Obviously, that is not to be. Anyway, we are wasting time. And we're always speeding. And it's red. Let's go back to this view. Come on. Oh man, we're going. I got 12 hours to go. Friday, so we're on Thursday. I don't even know if I'm late, if I'm early. I'm not really familiar with exactly how the work works time-wise. I kind of know, but I'm not obviously like, wow. They're very picky with their speed limits. I can tell you that. Very quickly they come out and find you. And what's going on up there? These birds. Somebody must have died or something must have died. They're sitting there waiting for it to be eaten. Yeah, they very quickly find, which again, it's a game, it's supposed to be a simulator, which is fairly realistic, which I don't mind, I like that. The scenery, yeah, I would say it's fairly accurate. If you've been in that part of the world, well, it's not as nice and tidy as we see it here, but it is pretty good. Especially Hungary, pretty neat in most places, not all places, but in most places. A lot of the former, that part of the world, communist areas, there is certain areas that are fantastic, that are beautiful. Then you've got the areas where they're not as maintained, as looked after. Oh, I think I made it. I made it on the wrong side of the road. It's not a BMW buddy. Well, that's an American Mustang by the looks of it. Yeah, so greenery, trees and grass and all that is fairly green compared to what, for example, you used to see in countries like Australia, where if you don't get a little bit of rain, the grass all sort of dies and it turns into a yellowy brown type of thing. So yeah, there is, the map of the trucking simulators, fairly accurate, I would say, as far as the way things look. Yeah, you get into the city, and the cities are exactly what you say. It's fairly. Oh, come on, don't! I was gonna say you're gonna smash into that. It looked like I was just gonna bang straight into it. Yeah, the cities are fairly populated and fairly, I wouldn't say they're not clean, because most of the cities that I've been through, Europe and I went through, were fairly clean. I think that the biggest dilemma is, buddy, you are coming from a non-existent place on the map and you're trying to go ahead of me. I think the thing is that because you get the older buildings, which in some cases can be a little bit run down, it can look a bit messy. And I think that's what kind of can give the idea that it's messy. It's not necessarily messy. One thing that's sort of is sad is the Western thing that has creeped into that part of the world, where they graffiti everything, and everything is that disgusting graffiti all over it. I honestly don't know why countries don't take that a lot more, how would I say, a lot harsher if people do that, and why they don't have extremely severe punishments for people that do that. if I were in government and anybody got caught doing that, I think I'd better go this way. I'm not sure if the gate would have opened for the other, even though it says that it would have. Yeah, it's just ridiculous that you go into some of these countries and you see some of this beautiful scenery, beautiful architecture, okay, from olden days, but nevertheless, don't bash up into the thing. Checking your documents, please wait, okay. Yeah, and you know, awesome buildings, and then all of a sudden this is garbage, right? It's for the life of me, I would never understand why the government's just like really come down like a ton of bricks on these people. I would, if I were in government, anybody got caught doing that would be a massive problem as far as I'm concerned. All these people that graffiti all over the place. Oh, okay, go this way. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that means, but your total weight is 25 ton, you may proceed. 25 ton, that's not too bad. Bit of damage to the trailer and everything else, but that's not the point. Yeah, so I think this is where in Europe, even when you go through places like France and Italy, especially Italy's disgusting. It's sad to say, but as far as cleanliness is concerned, it's disgusting. You can tell that the Italians have given up on trying to, even the Colosseum and places like that, they don't even try to hide that anymore, that it's filthy. That was, like I said, 10 years ago almost since I've been there. And I watched a couple of YouTube videos of people that I know that have been in that area, that I know on YouTube, that is. And, you know, they filmed around the Colosseum and around a lot of that area in Rome. It's a highly touristic area. And it's amazing how disgusting it is. Like, you're thinking, wow. You think that some people pay, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of euros to go to places like that. And it is a shock. Like, let me tell you something. When we went to Rome, and you know, we got to the Colosseum, and we saw how filthy and disgusting it was around it. And it's not the Colosseum itself. The Colosseum itself was nice, but around it, not a tiny little bit of grass anywhere. You know, the areas around it were all just dirt. That was surprising. The food in Rome, wow, if you had to score it, honestly, out of 10, you couldn't even give it 0. And I realized that maybe, from what I've been told, is not a true representation of Italian food. But still, it was shocking, I'll be honest with you. We ate in the time that we stayed in, I think we stayed 5 days or 5 nights or 7 nights, something like that in Italy. And we ate something like 27, 30 restaurants. And to be honest, the lowest restaurant that I've been here in Australia at, doesn't matter what, would be far superior to that. We went to Venice and we ate at a 5-star restaurant. Don't get me wrong, the show was fantastic, bringing the food, preparing it at your table, blah blah blah. That was great. But the quality of the food, oh my goodness. We ate at Venice next to that famous bridge that we see all the time. We ate at one of the restaurants there. As you get off the bridge, I think it was second or third restaurant on the left. You see it in all the photos, got those red umbrellas and blah blah blah. And we ate there because, you know, it was easy and we looked good. Also, they said they give you free Wi-Fi. We were gonna do some booking as far as that's concerned. Let me tell you something. You didn't get any free Wi-Fi to start up with. They brought the food out like it was microwave type of thing. They just wanted you in and out, in and out, in and out. Like they, you know, it was like get out type of thing. Eat, get out, eat, get out. That was the mentality. Which is sad because, you know, after I came back and visited Italy, and I spoke to a lot of people that you meet, they've been to Italy. It is sad the majority of people have exactly that experience that I'm explaining to you. It's, you go and see the place, and the place is okay. I wouldn't say it's, well, it's okay. But you're not left with you're not left with that thing, oh, I'd like to go back. Everywhere you go, people are trying to rip you off. Everywhere you go, you got to watch out for pickpockets and all that sort of stuff. And you know what? People used to tell me, oh, watch out when you go to Hungary, Romania, and the former communist countries, that they're going to try and pickpocket you and all that sort of stuff. Let me tell you something. That wasn't the case. When we went through the former communist countries, we didn't have any of these issues. The treatment that we got in restaurants was fantastic. The quality of the food was wow. Resorts that we stayed at, or hotels that we stayed at, were magnificent compared. We went to France. France was a little bit better, but still the same mentality, which was really it was surprising, I'll be honest with you. It was surprising to see that there's a Romanian police by the looks of it on the car there. I didn't even realize that I made it into Romania. I wasn't really paying attention. It was surprising. Yeah, we made it into Romania. It's exactly what you see when you're in Romania. A lot of these kind of things in the middle of nowhere where they're selling you stuff like that. And some of the stuff is really invented. Like, it was surprising to see the mentality in places like Austria, in Germany, and France, and Italy. That mentality of just ripping you off wherever you went. Taxi, doesn't matter. Their mentality was just, how do I rip you off? I don't know. It's like I said before, I traveled to those places. I never thought that was a thing, to be really honest. But it would have never, ever occurred to me that is a thing, that there is such a thing where people, at every little bit, that's exactly Europe, at every little bit, are out to rip you off. But that's exactly how we felt everywhere. Anything you dealt with, they were just out to rip you off. You went to restaurants, you had that feeling that they just out to rip you off. Well, you went to the former communist countries like Hungary, like Romania, and so on. And it was strange that that's what I expected to see out of those countries. Well, I come from that part of the world. I come from Romania, so, well, I was a little kid when I left Romania. Yeah, I suppose you could still say that I come from Romania. And everybody told me, oh, be careful, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? None of that. Maybe all the pickpocketers out of Romania and Hungary, Poland, Czech, and all that part of the world, maybe all of them decided that they make a better future, a better living, a better future in countries like France. So, both Italy and France are beautiful countries. I think the people have the wrong mentality. The French are arrogant as anything. And I apologize if you're a French person watching this video, but they really don't give a damn about you. We wanted to go with the train, and talking to even the staff that was supposed to help you buy tickets, they just couldn't be bothered. We wanted to buy tickets, for example, from Rome to Venice, and we were talking to, I was smashing my microphone, we were talking to the people there. They wouldn't even want to serve us, they just pointed us to an electronic machine. Now you go to an electronic machine and you don't really know what you're doing. So now we had looked like some gypsy. They weren't Romanian, but they looked like they were gypsies from somewhere. And you know what? That gypsy lady came and helped us. Okay, we gave her, I think we gave her like 5 euros or something. But let me tell you something, she saved us hundreds of euros by, showing us on how we could get to Urban a lot quicker, and showing us the packages, the cheaper packages that the very people that work there would not even care to show us those things. So, like I said, it's that's exactly what you see in Romania. Beautiful churches everywhere you go, beautiful old buildings, and the mountainy area. Wow, it's fantastic. The food. Oh, like 11 years later, or whatever it was, 11 years later, I'm still thinking about the food, how fantastic it was. So, we went through Austria, we went through Germany, we went through Hungary, we stayed in these places. Should make it sound like we just drove through. France, Italy, and some other little countries, I forget. But the big ones, like Germany, when we went to Austria and Germany, I went to eat some of the food. I'll never forget that in Austria, we went to a restaurant, I bought a can of Coke, and she gave me the can of Coke, but what they do in Europe is they open it and put it in a glass for you, which is fine, I don't have an issue with that. And I was going to go and drink, and when I looked, the glass was filthy, like not dirty, as in, filthy, like literally filthy. So I took it back and I said, look, gave me a glass, and it's filthy. So what she did is she gave me a clean glass with the empty can of Coke that I bought from them. And I said, well, I want my drink. And she goes, well, no. I said, well, yeah, you're the one who's drinking a dirty glass. How is it fair that I'm paying for it? And the wrong can of Coke was like 6 or 7 euros in that touristy area. And she was having an attitude with me, the fact that I demanded that I get my clean glass and my drink. We went to Austria to a restaurant, and no joke, when they brought the food out to you, they would literally throw the plate onto your table. Like literally the plates would bounce as it's sitting. And I couldn't believe it. Like, wow, this is Austria, this is the place where service and all this sort of stuff is supposed to be at. Maybe that's just my experience, but surprisingly, when I came back to Australia and talked to Aussies, Europeans and Asians and whatever that have been to that part of the world, and I told them my experience, it was surprising how many people said to me, I had exactly the same experience. And I'm thinking, how many people in the world visit these places, spend, a fortune, and end up with a bad experience? But anyway, hopefully we'll get to our destination. Whoa, smashing into the side. Whoa. That's what happens when I'm talking. And I'm not really paying. I should have pressed the button. And this is, I think, if memory serves me right, this is one of the constructions that was done in the communist era by the former dictator Ceausescu. The Gates of Iron, I believe they're called. It is one of the marbles in Europe. Let me see if they have. No, they don't have the name. We still have another 6 hours to go. It is a marvel, these things. If you go and visit it, if you ever go out to Europe, don't skip places like Romania and Poland and Hungary and places like that. Don't just go to London and Ireland and England. Or London and England is the same thing. Don't go to the usuals. I promise you, if you do your research and if you do things right, go into a country like Hungary, like Romania, I guarantee you will not regret it. It is a fantastic way to see Europe, and I'm literally forward driving it now, and you see it on a lot cheaper budget than what you would if you were to go through Europe and through the usual European. Okay, let's put the lights on. But anyway, I may do a little bit of a time lapse and just I don't know, just sit here until I get there, type of thing. I think I blabbed on. I hope it doesn't come across like hate towards those countries. Absolutely not. I think what happens to those countries, there is so many tourists that the people that have moved in that area are no longer the genuine Italians or the genuine French or the genuine whatever. And I can tell you 100% sure that they're no longer these people. They just are the people, and I'm not going to say why because I don't want to sound like a racist or anything. And they're just there to make a quick buck. Or if there is such a thing as the, restaurants or places are owned by Germans or French or Italians or whatever, they don't work, they're just there to make money. So I don't think you get the genuine French or the genuine Italian or the genuine any of that unless you get out of the cities. Like you spend a bit of time in Romania, you see what you see as far as the great buildings and blah blah is concerned, and then you just get out. And sadly, we didn't allocate enough time for us to do that, and I think that was probably the downsides of the whole thing, is that we spent a fortune. Well, to us it was a fortune anyway, and I think we should have done our homework a little bit better before we went there. But the places, the Colosseum and all that is worth seeing, and I think this is where people overlook the service, overlook everything else, just to spend a bit of time and see those those magnificent buildings from 2,000 years ago and so on. And it's definitely worth seeing, but it's sad that they don't get that they're not really leaving people with a nice taste or feel in their mouth after they're leaving. After you see those places and you think, wow, they're nice. You have that. And you get that through some of the communist countries as well when you go. You start to see that, the really beautiful places. People are just trying to make money, and they're not really interested in giving you the service. And it's sad. It is sad because they don't get it, that people go back. They might say, well, yeah, it's a nice place, but really, it's not really worth visiting. You know what? If you only convince 1% of your friends not to go there, and then 1% of your friends tell another 0.1% of people, it could end up costing you quite a bit. But anyway, enough chitty chatter about the good and the bad and the ugly of this kind of cities and this kind of experiences. Where am I doing, buddy? I don't want to be going. Did I miss the exit? I completely missed the exit. I don't understand. Let's stop. Let's go have a look. Am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to go that way? Yep. And believe it or not, you see this to analogy, this looks like a roundabout and you're just gonna go around. Not to the Europeans. The roundabouts in Europe, some of them, they go for miles. You literally do this roundabout around the whole city. Well, I'm not talking, don't imagine massive cities, but little towns, but they call them cities. Anyway, I will end this video here. Let me know if you like these type of videos. We got a bit of a rant. Wonderful day for everyone around the world. God bless you and your family. See you next episode.